What is up, everybody? Bobby here, the Geek Guru. Geek, definitely Guru. I don't know. So today is Wednesday, but as I like to call it, NES Day. So, because you can't spell Wednesday without NES, right? So there we go. That's my stupid pun or whatever for the day. Pretty much what I wanted to do is I wanted to go back to what I was originally doing when I started this channel. When I originally started this channel, I used to do NESdays, which was on Wednesday, and I would grab an NES game that I felt that I really enjoyed and loved, and then I would discuss it and just talk about some things that I really liked about that game, and what makes it hold like near and dear to my heart. So the first game I think I did was Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, and then the next game was Kid Icarus. This one I want to talk about is Super Mario Bros. 2, which I know a lot of people dislike. It is actually my favorite 2D Mario on the NES. Like, I love this game just from the word go. Like, when Mario comes out the door and he drops and he starts to fall down and all that, like, I love it. I think it's great. I love the fact that it's a dream. You know, it's not necessarily really a Mario game per se. It's more of an in the mind of Mario. The one thing I really loved about it was because when we played, like, the shirt I'm wearing is obviously NES, the original Mario Brothers shirt, characters on my shirt, and more or less, like, we went from this to actually a Mario looking character. Like, Japan, when they got their Mario Brothers 2, it was more of this. We got the first taste of, we got like a cartoony looking Mario, you know, and for me, I loved it. I loved the fact that I could play with other characters. I got to play as Toad and Luigi and Princess Peach. That was always fun for me because I sat there and I was like, this is cool because you go into the levels and it's, you know, you have to take on different dynamics. For me, I remember when this game came out, like, this and Zelda 2 were the two big games at the time that were both coming out just before Christmas. Couldn't even tell you the year because I can't remember. I think it was 88. We'll go with 88.
So to please the kids, they line up at the few stores that have been able to get copies of the hottest Nintendo games, Mario 2 and The Adventure of Link.
So I think what I loved about it is A, Nintendo Power cover. It was the first Nintendo Power cover ever to grace. You had Mario jumping, claymation type stuff with Wart in the background, which was the big enemy. What I loved about this too was boss battles. We finally got our first taste of Mario boss battles. This was the first time, obviously, we got this. It was, you know, because a lot of times when you played moving forward, you know, you would do level 1, 2, 3, 4, and then have a boss battle. This, you would kind of like battle Birdo at the end of every level, Mauser, and all these different characters that, like, you had to beat in order to continue. And it was like, it was a sense of accomplishment when you beat these characters and stuff. I just love it. I love all that. I remember the thing that I remember the most was I really wanted Super Mario Bros. 2 for Christmas, but you couldn't get it anywhere. It was sold out. And nowadays when you want a game, it's pretty easy to get your hands on a game. But at this time, you actually had to, there was no pre-order system. There was no pre-order. It was first come, first serve, and these things were sold out immediately.
You came 1,000 miles just for this game?
Yeah. I've done 7 stores a day for 3 weeks now. I cannot find it.
It was painful to get. I remember my cousin getting it first, and because I got Nintendo Power, I was constantly reading and learning, and then I would go to his house on weekends or beg to sleep over on the weekends, and then I would play as much as I possibly could before Sunday, because I would stay over, like, I would go over there Friday night, stay Saturday night, but I knew I was going home Sunday, and I would just play as much as I could. And I would always take my Nintendo Power issues over there to try to, like, figure out the little tips and tricks and all that. I actually, if I'm not mistaken, I beat the game before I owned the game. I beat it at my cousin's house one time, finally, and it was the most amazing thing ever when I finally beat Wart. I loved it. You know, I love that game so much that even after I beat it, I went and bought the game just so I could continue to play it. Like, just a lot of the aspects, the digging aspect, you know, with the desert and all that, like, it was the first time, like, we got to go into different areas, and, you know, like the desert world, like the snow world, like, you know, you kind of got all these different aspects of, like, ice and all that, and it was just a lot of fun. I like when the sun would chase you when you're going through the desert, but I also like when you pick the key up, like the mask would chase you around. It was a lot of fun. It was interesting. That's where the birth of the Shy Guys came from, which Shy Guys are the only thing that really stayed, you know. I guess you could say the cactus, you know, the wobbly cactus. But other than that, like, nothing else really followed that game and continued on, other than the mechanics of the character. So like if you played in the future and you played with Luigi had the flutter jump and had the extended jump, and like Peach floats. Toad was always just quick and powerful, so you could pick stuff up quicker. So for me, Super Mario Bros. 2 was such a great game. I loved it. I still love it to this day. I don't play it as often as I should, but I have such fond memories of that game. And just like I said, the start of the game and you're falling and all that stuff, so I don't know. So that is all. I hope you guys liked the new edition of NES Day. We're going to continue this hopefully every Wednesday if we can, or at least every other Wednesday. So if you want to see me talk about games, or you want to hear my memories about certain games, throw a game at me, an NES game, and we'll talk about it on Wednesdays and we'll have fun with it. So that is all. Remember, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave a comment down below. Follow me Instagram, Twitter, @the Geek Gurus. Peace, mother